Big news. I got the visa. Today is Saturday, May 24th, and 4 days ago, I received an email informing me that I had finally gotten the golden visa. And again, the application went in at the end of March. So this was just under 2 months until I found out. And so the next thing I want to mention is that if you're going to go through this process, you need to prepare for the waiting. You need a lot of patience. And there were times when I was getting really nervous. And so I was trying to keep myself as busy as possible just to keep myself from thinking about, what could possibly happen, will get rejected. And let me just tell you a little bit more about the timeline. So April 2nd was the deadline for applying for this kind of visa in Spain before it went away. And so my stuff got in about a week before that. And so then by law, the government agency, the UGE, has 21 days to review it. I'm not sure if that's 21 calendar days or 21 business days. I think it's 21 business days. But anyhow, I didn't want to focus on when that time would run out. And then afterwards, I was informed that if the application is not reviewed within 21 days, then it's automatically approved. And it's just a matter of waiting for the paperwork to go through. And so according to the paperwork that I saw, it's dated May 15th. So that's when it finally got stamped. And I found out about 5 days later, and now here it's 4 days from that. And so I'm just so excited, so relieved. The next step for me is going to Madrid. So now I have to get my biometrics registered as part of the process. So I'm just waiting for an available day for that. And it'll probably be another month before I can make that trip. And let's see, just a couple other quick updates. In a much earlier video, I talked about learning Spanish and I was using the Duolingo app. Well, I have deleted the app. I'm no longer using it. In the time since my last update, the news came out that Duolingo has adopted an AI first strategy. They were actually able to double the number of courses that they offer because they were able to get rid of all their contract workers, and now they are just generating content using AI. Well, I am a people first person. That whole thing did not sit right with me, so I turned off the automatic renewal on my Duolingo subscription, and I deleted the app, and I need to find an alternative to Duolingo for learning Spanish. And let's see. Oh yeah, the last thing I want to mention, a little bit of fun stuff. So on Disney Plus for the past couple months, or maybe it was just a month, for 4 weeks, we got new episodes of season 2 of Andor. And it turned out to be the absolute best Star Wars show ever and one of the best TV shows ever. I mean, I rank it up there with The Wire and Breaking Bad. It is just that good. But anyhow, I was watching during the third batch of episodes, which would have been episodes 7, 8, and 9. And there were some scenes at the Imperial Senate building on Coruscant, which is the capital of the Galactic Empire, previously the Galactic Republic. And the buildings were absolutely beautiful. But for anyone who's been to Valencia, it was quite obvious that the designs were influenced by the City of Arts and Sciences right there in Valencia. And so I go to look up the information. It's just like, hey, let's see the connection between Andor and Valencia. Well, turns out they weren't influenced by the City of Arts and Sciences. They were actually filmed at the City of Arts and Sciences. And so you should take a look at those different episodes. There were also some shots of that location in the fourth batch of episodes, which were episodes 10, 11, and 12. And it's just amazing that when you're looking for a futuristic outer space location, that you're able to get someplace in Spain, right in Valencia, where I hope to live. And it's just very cool. You know, I was watching some of the scenes, minor spoiler here. Okay, let me just say, there were two characters who were going somewhere, and I was like, I was right there. I was at that location. If you've seen the episodes, you might know what I am talking about. But anyhow, that was just a really, really cool thing as I was going through the process, as I was waiting for news on my visa, just being able to see Valencia in one of the best TV shows of all time. But anyhow, that is my update. You might be able to tell from the smile on my face that I am very, very happy. But it also just means that the real work is also beginning right now too, as I have to continue getting rid of my stuff and making the plans for the actual move from Seattle to Spain. But anyhow, I will let you know when I am going to Spain for the biometrics, and I'll provide another update. See you later.